Hello there. Are you planning on doing the expedition so you can get up to 5 free skill points on top of what you already get? Perhaps an experience bonus. And, if you're lucky, some extra stash space. That's what they promise in the whatchamacallit. If you come here to the radar, down to the projects, and if you complete it, it does tell you a little bit about what you can get. It says here you can earn up to 5 skill points based on the total value of those items in your stash when you do the expedition. You can press R down here and get a little bit of bonus information here. There's a couple unfortunate realities of this, and I kind of disagree with this reality. I feel like there could be a little bit could be done. I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen it yet, but it sounds like the main contributor on, I guess, what you are going to be, whether you're going to be getting 1 to 5 skill points, is how much value is in your stash, in your inventory. And unfortunately, the highest value per slot that you can really get in this game are level 4 purple and blue weapons, jack, fat, just full up on the best modifications you can get. And the unfortunate reality is that means you really shouldn't be using them if you want to do the expeditions. I disagree with this because you've already got gear fear, right? People don't want to use their best guns because they're afraid they're going to lose them. Rightfully so, because it's pretty scary. Even if you're using a level 4 volcano, you're probably going to die regardless of whether or not you were using a level 4 El Toro. It's just the unfortunate reality is what's going to kill you in both scenarios will probably kill you regardless of what weapon you're using. They have a very similar time to kill anyway. So a lot of people are going to be getting these good weapons and they're not going to be using them. 1, because of the gear fear, and 2, because now they know that you need to have as much money as possible, right? Like this level 4 Osprey here, I've seen it worth over like 37k with all purple and modifications, and purple and blue modifications. And I think now I'm going to start not using my purples because of that very, very reason. And I don't know what to say. I think the best way to get your stash value up is indeed using level 4 purple weapons with really, really good modifications on them. The better you can make the modifications, the better, right? I think I had a volcano nearly up to 40k value because of how many mods it had on it. And they also need to be fully repaired as you can get them. And when you actually go into raid, you're going to be wanting to use budget weapons. I think the Berletta's a really good budget weapon. The Anvil's a really good budget weapon. And if it's level 4, it's not a budget weapon anymore. It's just one of the best guns in the game. Level 4 Anvil is actually one of the best guns in the game, has one of the lowest time to kills, especially if your first shot's a headshot. Osprey, you don't even need to level it at level 4, you can just have it level 1, and it does just as fine as if it's level 4. And the Il Toro, again, level at level 4, and it will absolutely carve up just as well as a Volcano will. Venator, again, level 4 Venator is probably one of the strongest guns in the game. Not necessarily because it's the best at long range or the best at short range, it's just it's good at all ranges, right? A lot of people say how the Venator is. The Venator is very, very strong. I think an Anvil is better than a Venator, but that's just because I try and go for headshots. And 2 shots to the head will knock someone off their feet, regardless. And the Venator can't pull that off. Unfortunately, the Venator still will take 10 shots to take someone down, even if you're hitting headshots. Regardless, these gold weapons, they're pretty cool and all that. Using them, I kind of had limited success against players, unfortunately. Especially the equalizer just does not do enough damage per second, and at the end of the day, these weapons seem to be more PvE oriented. They are very expensive weapons, but they aren't actually worth as much as these purple weapons are when they're fully upgraded. They're full durability, and they have purple and blue modifications on. After these, you have a couple of items that you can hoard for high slot per value items. The mixtapes here, phenomenal example of that. They stack 10k each. These cards are 15k for 5k each for 3 stack. And it's probably the most farmable. I've got a video on this. Most farmable you can do is the spotter relays. I'm trying to find them, but I actually don't know where they're at. Here they are, spotter relays. Oh no, they nerfed it. It used to be 5,000 each. Well. Never mind. A lot of the cores usually aren't worth it because they don't stack up that much. 15k power rod I think is worth it. Magnetic accelerators are worth it. Exodus modules not so much, but I like having them because I think I'm going to use them. Complex gun parts again not so much. Not really what you expect. Funnily enough, seeds are actually not too bad. 10,000 for a stack of 100, not too bad at all. A lot of these other things aren't really worth it. I'd try to stick to guns. Guns with weapon mods are probably the best now, since you can't really... spotter relays aren't the way to farm anymore. And the... what do you call... the Lancers mixtapes. The snow globes, unfortunately, don't stack, I don't believe. So, if they do, they're not worth that much. So, I think I had like 2 and it didn't work. So, yeah, the Lancers mixtapes definitely a thing to stack. And, yeah, I mean, that's about it. I hate to make such a short video, but I don't want to waffle on and waste your time any more than I already have. Just try and hold on to your level 4 weapons unless they make a change. I'm not too sure how much of your inventory you need to have to get the most out of it, the five skill points. I'm going to hope it's lower than 1 million. Sorry, lower than 500,000. If it's more than 1 million, it's going to be rough, basically. You're going to have to only have weapons. You have to be saving all your level 4 purple weapons and saving all your good modifications, which I think just breeds like a really... not really gear fear, but it breeds a really slow play style with crappy weapons, and it forces you to use like free kits and whatnot instead of your good weapons. I'm not a massive fan of it. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like. Take care of yourselves. Good luck out there. And try not to die in the new Stellamontis map. That crap is crazy. Bye-bye.
You guys are fucking rats, man. I hope you fucking die.